This week in Wellington, New Zealand, we had a cold snap. Temperatures at night around 5 to 6 degrees Celsius, 8 to 9 during the day. It was a little chilly. But it put me in mind of something I'd like to talk about. There are three terms that get tossed around a lot in enterprise views of applications and infrastructure and things that are used to provide business services. Those three terms are IT, high availability, disaster recovery, and business continuity planning. I want to give my views of this. The three terms have pretty good definitions, and I'm going to talk a little bit about those definitions. But they also get misused a lot. And so I'm hoping we can start a conversation about this and raise everybody's awareness of which are which one means you should be doing something about it, which one comes to do with disasters and things like that. To begin with, IT high availability. IT high availability is a system per system configuration that provides high availability for that system. It could be for the application, it could be for the operating system, it could be for the infrastructure. But what high availability means is that whatever availability a single unit can give you, you get double that with high availability. And you get it in generally an active, although there are active passive forms, so that if one of them fails, the other one stays up. That's not disaster recovery. IT high availability can exist within a single data center. A disaster is generally something that happens on a wider scale than a single application failing, a single operating system failing, or a single piece of infrastructure failing. And ideally, high availability should be broken across as many pieces of or layers of information technology as you can get. So you don't run two highly available servers on the same physical piece of infrastructure. You don't run two highly available copies of an application on the same server, and so forth and so on. But we touched on something, disasters. So disaster recovery is the ability, whether it's automatic or over a period of time, to recover a technology capability at a disaster recovery site, whether it be an active site, whether it be an active passive site, whether it's a recovery site. It's a way of recovering the infrastructure and the applications and the servers and the systems that provide some kind of technology capability. Disaster recovery, in the sense of information technology, is about the recoverability of that technology. The third term I used is business continuity planning. Business continuity planning is not necessarily about the technology. Technology can play a part in it, but business continuity planning has to do with you being able to run your business in the event of something happening. Now, I didn't say in the event of a disaster. I said in the event of something happening. So, for example, a non-disaster event could be that asbestos is found within the building that your call center works in. Now, that's not a disaster, but it means that your call center people can't go in there and work. So a business continuity plan provides a way for your business to continue working even though your contact center can't go into their building. So that the business continuity plan may be to have people work remotely or work from coffee shops, or you might have a portable building that gets brought out. Business continuity planning could be in a large earthquake, the data centers are destroyed in the area. You don't have an IT disaster recovery plan that takes into account the recovery of an entire building. But you can do your business on paper for a period of time. So the business continuity plan is to process all your orders on paper. while at the same time in the background a disaster recovery plan to recover all your technology gets kicked into place. So these terms get intermingled a lot. You hear people say, oh, well, we need IT high availability so that in the event of a disaster, our applications can continue to run. That's wrong. IT high availability is about providing for point solution failure, so a single physical server failure. You also hear people saying, well, I've got to be able to run my business, so I have to have a disaster recovery plan. You can't have a disaster recovery plan until you have a business continuity plan, because the business continuity plan tells you how you're going to operate in the event that you can't get to certain key systems, that you can't get to certain key individuals, that you can't get to certain key pieces of real estate. The flow-on effects of a business continuity plan will define what you need to do in disaster recovery. Because if your business continuity plan is, well, we're going to shut our business down until the disaster recovery is completed, then you have to plan for and design and build a different kind of disaster recovery to, well, our business continuity plan is we're going to go to paper and we can maintain that for 30 days before we need to be back on our technology stacks. So, as always, I'd love to get feedback, and I think this is a big important topic that I think a lot of people need to be thinking about, especially now as it gets easier with public cloud environments to build disaster recovery capability and even some business continuity capability into the applications that are being developed on the cloud. So, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you, and have a good week.